Life has a funny way of guiding you into a particular direction. I'm sure all of you are expecting and loads excited for the review of the 1/64 scale F1 Mercedes. I'm super excited about these cars. I've been talking about it for a little bit now, but today, well, we are going to be looking at a 1/64 Mercedes, but it's not going to be the full-on review because something has happened that is going to take this video into a different direction. And it's funny, I was actually already going to film a video on this exact topic before I even got these cars, but I just sort of didn't. And now something has happened that is bringing me back to this video. And it's interesting. It's interesting how that happened. If I had filmed that video, I would have had to scrap it anyway because I would have wanted to refilm it after I got the car that we are going to be looking at today. Before I show you that, let's talk about something. I get asked all the time, where do I buy the F1 cars? And I actually have answered this question before, but that video is actually getting pretty old now, so it's worth coming back to because everybody always asks. I get most of my cars off of eBay. Now, the main reason for that, guys, honestly, it's convenience. It's convenience, okay? Look it over here. Go to eBay, scroll a little bit, go on down. Ooh, look at that, 84%, 84 cents off. That's a pretty good. I can pay with PayPal. Click the button down here, and boom, just like that, I just bought an F1 diecast. It took like less than a minute. Remember that I live in the United States, and so F1 is a global sport, but it's still primarily European. And you guys may actually be surprised to know a lot of the other websites that I look at diecasts either don't ship to the US, which is pretty rare, but it still happens from time to time, or for some reason I can't pay for the cars the way that I usually do. I have had websites not accept the card that I use, or the way that they accept payment is a little bit different, and it's just it's more trouble than it's worth. So that is primarily why I order off of eBay. But eBay has a stigma. As I said in the original video that I did, it's like the wild, wild west sometimes. People are so scared of doing stuff on eBay because you could be buying from a random guy, and you never know what the shipping quality is going to be like. It's possible that your cars could be damaged, and I actually have received some damaged F1 diecasts before. Come to think of it, I've received 3 broken F1 diecast cars that broke during the shipping process. Now, the first one is, of course, okay, well, actually, this one is a different story. So technically 4, I guess, 4 broken diecasts, because that one's not the same. The first one, I'm sure you guys are getting tired of this car, but yep, it's the Fernando Alonso Alpine. The car, if you remember the original video, one of the carbon fiber bits fell off when I was opening it up, and thank you, detective viewers, because it is actually that one of the wishbones. The wishbone on this side, you can see it's there on the right side, but on the left side here, it broke off. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Of course, the big one, the one that's super controversial, the one that makes me sad the most, was the 1/18 scale Romain Grosjean. This whole right side is, look at that. I mean, I hate to mess around with it, but this whole suspension bit came broken, and I'll show the original video because it looks like I sort of stuck it together and now it's not budging as much. But this whole suspension section with the front wheel is broken, and it came like that out of box. And now, for the 3rd time, I have received a car broken in box, and it's the George Russell 1/64 scale Mercedes. Do you see it? Do you see it to see it? Maybe you can hear it. Look, look, look! This car, I received it broken in the packaging. But, well, you know what's interesting? You know what's interesting about that? Only one of these cars I got off of eBay. The Fernando Alonso. That's the only one that I got off of eBay. So it really just goes to show you, unless you're buying it in person, it's really always a gamble on the internet. Most of the time when you're buying off of eBay, it is actually from a reputable diecast seller, I guess you could say. I mean, it's always a risk online, but most of the time you're getting it from an actual company and not some random dude in his basement or random person in their basement. I guess selling F1 diecast is not exclusively a male activity, though I don't suspect. Anyway, here's the real kicker. I bought this off of the official F1 store online. So nowhere is safe. You always run the risk of getting something broken in the box. Here is the box it came in, actually. I'm going to have to adjust the camera. This is just the customs label you're looking at. You're not getting any of my personal information. But look at this. Look at this. Yeah, obviously it's shipped from the UK, but look at this. There were more diecasts than just in this one. I actually got a couple, so there's more videos to come, but what in the world happened? Yeah, you know, you got to be careful on eBay, but you got to be careful anyway. Now, we are going to look at this car in this video, but it's not going to be as much of a review as I anticipated it. I'm going to save that for the next video. We're going to look at the Lewis Hamilton more closely. This video is mainly going to be about it being broken and if we can fix it. I'm pretty sure we can. I don't suspect this being as big of a deal as if like a spark came broken, but we will see. And I guess I should clarify, this is a spark, but I mean a spark like a 143, because this is basically a toy. I mean, you can even see the Sparky. They have a mascot. It's more of a kid's thing. It does say ages 14 and up, though. So I mean, you know, that's still a kid. A kid is still 14. That's still a kid. I will say more about if I'm impressed with these 1/64 scale cars or not in the next video. But I'll still give you a good look. But look at that. I mean, oh, poor George. Poor George Russell. Let's take it off the base, or let's take it. It is a little bit of a hassle getting off the. It's actually quite difficult getting it off, getting it out of the case. There it goes. And here it comes off of the base. It is on there pretty good. Whoa, I just hit the light. Got a decent amount of weight to it. But yeah, this whole, oh no, the whole thing can come out. I don't know if I want to mess with that too much. Very, very weird messing with a F1 diecast in such a small scale. Here it is for your viewing pleasure. I've said it a million times, so we'll talk a little bit more about what I think about these in the next video. Here is the wheel. Yeah, you know, it's a nice looking tire. It is rubberized, so it does, you know, does wheel things. Now, here's the exposed axle. It's got that typical pattern on it, so I think this is going to be a simple fix. At least I'm hoping. And there you go. It does come off pretty easily. Now, I'm a little bit afraid, but I wonder if this one will do the same. Because we potentially have a build quality issue. It may not necessarily be the fault of F1.com or any of those companies, because it may just be a crappy car. So let's just give it a little bit of a tug. But these wheels are staying on pretty good. Let's see this one. See, this one comes out pretty easily, but that's just because it's super loose on this wheel. So yeah, I think it doesn't even sit right. Look at that. So even though it's on now, it's like messed up. So this whole rear tire is just completely compromised, basically. It's a little bit better if I pull it out a little bit, but this one is just, yeah, this one's not good. Regardless of the quality, you know, it's just gonna, you know, I'm gonna put it on the base once we're done here, but it's kind of wonky. Do you see that? Are you guys seeing that? Whoa, what just happened? Whoa. Whoa. I just got a new camera, guys, so it just does some funky shit. Whoa, what is that? Oh, it's if I use all of the cameras? But the whole car looks kind of crooked, honestly. Like, it's just super, super weird. So, yeah. I am not totally thrilled by our first look at a 1/64 scale F1 diecast. Let's not let this completely deter us from ever seeing an F1 1/64 scale again, all right? This could be a rare issue. If you buy a lot of F1 diecasts, then, you know, you're bound to get some broken ones every once in a while. Now, it doesn't help that I have gotten 3 broken ones in the span of a year, basically. That Roman Grosjean, I think I bought it in 2022. I bought all 3 of the F1 diecasts in 2022. This one just didn't come until after 2023 started, so that's unfortunate. I'm totally struggling at getting this car back on the base is what I'm doing. You know, it'll work here. You know, does the wheel come off still? It's pretty tight on here now that it's back on the base, so as a display piece, it looks pretty decent, but we will take a closer look at, get back on. I was putting it on backwards. We will take a closer look at the actual quality besides that complete build fail. We will take a closer look at these cars. Whoa, what the? We will take a closer look at the quality of the 1/64 scale cars in the next video. I will do a dedicated review on this Lewis Hamilton car, and let's maybe put this in the back of our heads, but let's not forget that I still didn't put it on right. Keep this in the back of our heads as we review the rest of them, because it may come up again. We never know what we're gonna see when we open these boxes. So next time, well, first of all, have you guys ever received a broken F1 diecast? What is your story with that? I do read all your comments. Thanks for leaving them. Next time, we will review this car, and it will actually be a proper review and not whatever this video is. So if you're looking forward to that, it won't be that much longer because I'm going to film it right now. But for now, for this video, see you guys in the next one.